Good morning. Welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. I have a pop-up going on right now. Out here working, getting my thank you cards done and out in the mail today. Oh my goodness, I'm late again. Forgive me all. But I got this idea from Sarah. She is the CEO of Stampin' Up. She is the daughter of the owner. And she does a live. It's funny, she does a live on Tuesdays at 1. Well, I guess it's 12 my time. Or is it? I don't know. Anyway, it's just before I go live at 2 here in California. So she, last week I think it was, or maybe it was the week before, she had a live and she had this amazing layout. So this card is super easy because of the layout that Sarah shared. So Sarah Douglas is her last name. So I'm taking basic black, which she did also, and I'm putting it down on the, hi Carol, hi Diane, hi Bev. I'm putting the 11-inch side up to the top of my cutter. Hi Roz. And I'm cutting this card stock in half for 2 cards. And then I'm going to fold it in half for my card base. So this is 2 cards here. And I'm going to show you the whole thing because it's that easy. Bone folder and get my seam made here. Wing it back for that nice fold. Do that to this one too. So as I'm making these thank you cards, what I'll do is I'll cut all my card bases, do what I'm doing right exactly now, and then I'll cut all my DSP. Now I'm using, she used, and I'm using a completely, I'll tell you when I stop copying her completely, but I'm using this Harlequin black and white piece here. And it's from the Black and White Designs 12 by 12. Hi, Pam. And the other good thing about this layout is how much you get, how many cards you can make with one 12 by 12 DSP and one 12 by 12. Hi, Rhonda. Glimmer paper. So I'm taking a 12 by 12, the DSP, and I'm cutting it at 4 here on my trimmer. Placing the end there. And then, excuse me, 3. You know what? I want this to go this way. So I'm going to, let me see. I'm going to go 4 this way on this one. And then 3. Yeah, I want it to go up and down. So because it's 4, I just wasted a piece because I cut it wrong. So you pay attention to if you want a certain angle. Okay, so 4 by 3, like this. And then I'm going to go to my glimmer paper. This does not have a pattern, so it doesn't matter which way you go. And I'm going to do 3 by 2. So look how many I'm going to get here. Get a lot of 3 by 2s here. And then this 3 by 2 works double trouble because, so I'll just cut 2, 2, 2 all across here when I'm ready to make my cards. And then I'm going to take it and spin. This is still Sarah's idea. And put the corner of the cardstock into the cutting track. I start on the cardstock so I don't crunch up the corners and make them blunt or mess them up at all. And then I have this split here. Hi, Debbie. So I started to I showed this layout at open house. When I had done it, I hadn't finished. I had just showed the layout because I was so impressed with it. So I showed the black base, the 4 by 3 designer series paper, and you can use any side. I just like the brightness of the white. And let me glue that down since I'm at this point. I have so much to do today, but it's a funny thing. Stamping, this is my glue that I just threw it away because it was not working at open house and I didn't know which one it is and I just found it. Okay, so anyway, stamping gets me going. It gets my blood flowing, I guess, in my body and makes me happy, and then I can go do the rest of the things I need to do. Isn't that funny? Okay, so had to use my take your pick tool to get this unclogged. This liquid glue was clogged also. So this just goes down in the middle. And I should line this up with my grid paper to make sure everything's straight. And because I used the glue, I can pull on it a little bit if it wasn't. Then you can take either side of this paper that I just cut and you're going to place it down in the bottom right-hand corner. Isn't that a pretty, pretty pattern? I just love it. So, oops, a lot of glue there. I unplugged it well. So I'm going to get the nose of my applicator and spread that around. Hi, Deborah. And I'm just placing the bottom alongside the bottom and the edge on the edge there. And again, because it's glue, I can move it around. All right. So that was Sarah's layout. Then she took a punch and she took a, I don't remember what sentiment she used. Oh, you're welcome, Deborah. I'm glad you got it. I saw that you got it the other day, and I forgot to comment. So I'm glad you got it, and I hope you got the chance to make your pumpkin. So Sarah used a punch, and she used a sentiment, and she placed it right here over this part, about there. She used crumb cake, cardstock, and black ink, and then she also showed various colors of the punched out, and then the same sentiment. And the colors a lot of people liked. I liked the crumb cake. I'm more of a neutrals girl. But on my card, I kind of wanted this to pop. The first thing I thought of, honestly, it's not what I used, but the first thing I thought of, honestly, was a pop of red. Reminded me of a plain card, and it is cute. It's just not what I'm going to do. And then a sentiment there. So done, card done, just line the inside, get it in the mail, and off you go. What a layout. Oh my gosh, you could use a flower, you could use a sentiment like Sarah did, you could use a heart like I just did, you know, whatever you want to do. But let me show you what I've decided to do. I decided to use that 6x6 specialty paper that we all got free at Celebration. And I used the heart punch because I did like that big heart on there. This heart punch is on page, the two punches I'm using are on pages 152 and 153. This lovely labels punch is awesome because it makes labels, a bunch of different sizes, 6 to be exact. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 6. And then the heart punch. And the reason I chose punches is because I wanted this card to be quick and easy, but I also wanted it to be elegant. So I got the specialty paper and I punched out a heart using the heart punch. And this paper has gold and it has silver. So if I run out of my gold, I could go to the silver and do the same thing. I didn't want it flimsy though, so I took some glossy cardstock. Remember the glossy cardstock we used to have? I don't know if we still have it. I should have looked. But I love glossy cardstock. If you have glossy cardstock, it is almost as thick as the back of our DSP paper packs, the cardboard. So I took that instead because I have a pack. And I punched out a heart on that too, and then I glued them together. So I have all these hearts in these different patterns that I'm going to use on my cards. Some of the lines are going up and down, some of the lines are going sideways, so each card will be a little different. And then I just have to pull off the backing of the dimensionals and place my heart down. I think I want it to come over to the edge and at the bottom also. Okay, so look at that. Isn't that cute? All right, so I started using this punch to make the labels. And I always tell you guys, I want to teach you my tricks so you can, hi Kathleen, so you can find that your product is easy to use, it's not frustrating, and you'll love it. Because some punches that have different sizes, if you don't stay in the channel right, when you punch, you could get crooked, and then the pretty decoration, the pretty punch out that's there might be crooked, and then it's not so likable. You're like, oh, it's frustrating. So I've got a scrap of white paper here, basic white cardstock, and this is from a lot of die cutting that I did, and I had the piece is pretty big, so I saved it, and I'm just going to cut off the edge that's that the die left, so I have a nice scrap of cardstock that I can use here and not waste. All right, so the littlest space on this design is what I want to use here, and that's a 1/2 inch. Now, 1/2 inch on your trimmer is right there, and I am going to go up to that 1/2 inch line where I can still see the line all the way down. See, I can still see the 1/2 inch mark. I'm not covering it. And the reason I'm doing that, I'm going right up against it. Let's see if it works. This is what I've been doing all morning. And then I said, aha, you're not showing your ladies what you're doing. So now I'm going to put my trimmer down, make sure it doesn't move. Put my trimmer ruler down and cut. And now I have exactly a 1/2 inch. Now, if you go on the line, then pushing this into the channel might be too tight. So I also want it 3 inches long. I should have said that. So let me cut it down 3 inches long. And 3 inches is the shortest I would go on this punch as far as the length. So you have a finger pull and you can grab your item back out. If you go too short, then you'll be digging in here and trying to get it out. So let's turn it this way. So see how that's just running in the channel very easily? If you go onto the line of 1/2 inch, it'll be tighter and it'll be hard to slide in. You still want to push until you see it come through, and then you see how it's lined up exactly right because of the way you measured your paper and because it runs in the channel freely. Now, I think I felt it being a little tighter at the bottom. I don't know if I cut the paper crooked. See how that's a little tighter at the bottom? So I am going to push it all the way up till I feel it stop. Hi, Roseanne. And see that? Because it was a little bit tighter, I want to look. Now, if you measure just right, you won't have to look each time. And I'm kind of glad this happened online so you could see what I'm talking about. You can still line it up with your fingers and punch, but the cutting is what makes it so simple and quick and easy with the right measuring. This scrap piece must have been a little crooked, or I cut it crooked right now, so the bottom end was wider than the top end, just by a smidgen, not even probably something you could really see. All right, so that's the trick on that. Cut it just at the line of the measurement you want. Then I took this beautiful set, Ranunculus Romance, and I loved the Just For You in there. I love the font, I love the size, I love the thickness of the words. And so I chose that, and black Memento ink just because it coordinates with the style of card I've got here. Now this is a 1/2 inch, and this sure looks bigger than a 1/2 inch to me. So if you're, let me get it down where I can see. If you're scared, you can use your Stamparatus or choose a different word that's a little bit narrower so you don't have to be so careful. But to me, I really like this, so I wanted to use it. So what I'm judging now with the camera over me, though, so give me a break on that, is the little dot of the J and the U. So I'm trying to get it's going to take me, I'm trying to get it in the middle of the label, and it's not this hard without a camera, okay? So the dot at the top, and then the arm of the U down a little bit, so I can measure. Let's see how well I did. Ah, perfect. Yay. So paying attention to the dot and the U, getting the U down a little bit. So I will stamp all the labels, and then I thought it would be fun to put a dimensional in the middle, and then a mini glue dot on both ends. So that's what I'm going to do. Now these are my thank you cards, so if you ordered from me, and I haven't picked the winner for the month yet, so if you ordered from me, you'll be receiving one of these cards. That's the Paper Pumpkin subscribers under me, and if you placed a regular order. Now see how that kind of mounds down because of the dimensional in the middle and then the mini glue dots on the ends. I think it would be pretty to put, there they are. I'm glad I found them quickly. A little embellishment on the ends too. I hadn't finished them all, so I was, okay. You watered the lantana? Okay, thank you. So I thought I'm going to put one of these here. My little goopy guy came off there. I know, Debbie, I do too, and it's so easy. I'm glad you like it. Oh, good, Pam. Look at that. Look at that. Now, this could be masculine too, depending on the heart you use. It's so, I mean, okay, so do the math. 4, so you get 4 on your 12 by 12s, right? And then 3, so you even get more on this. So 4 by 3, and then 2 by 3. So you're just going to get a boatload of these cuts, and then just layer it on coordinating cardstock. I know, what a guy. Hi, Kim. He just came out. He's so polite. He already told me once he's going to go grocery shopping in a few, but then he came out right now to tell me that he was leaving right now, and that he already watered some lantana for me because one of our sprinkler thingies still wasn't working, and the guy's got to come back. We missed that one. Ken said it was his fault, not the guy's fault. So he's coming back, and so until he comes back, we're hand watering. Why I'm telling you all this, I don't know. But look at this card. Thank you, Sarah, Sarah, Sarah. I love it so much. That one's got the polka dots. This one will have the stripes, just in case you want to see the stripes. So remember, dimensional, mini glue dot. I got partially done making the banners, and I thought, show the ladies this since you're out here anyway. I have so much more fun when I'm with you guys than when I'm by myself. Mom's still sleeping, so I can't blare my music. And I'm going to tell you, I had so much fun at open house. I always do, but this month made me happy because a couple of people brought, I didn't get one there. A couple of people brought their paper pumpkin, and I had some samples, a sample out of a card I had just made for my manager for her birthday. And those people loved the sample so much they copied it and made cards for them, for their family members and for themselves. And because they had their paper pumpkin kit out for this month, newer customers were looking at it and they're like, what is that? So I was explaining paper pumpkin. Now, if you have not heard paper pumpkin, it's so popular that Stampin' Up! Is almost positive that they are going to make a kit, you know, one of the online kits, just like the this month's paper pumpkin. Okay, I gotta pay attention to the dot and the U. And so if you want a kit, and you can come here and pick it up, as soon as I see that those new kits are available, tell me now that you want it. I don't know what the price is. I don't know for sure that it's going to happen. But when I see it, I already have 4 I need to order. Because I think, just me, I think they are going to fly off the shelves in a split second. Because I have not met one person, not one, that doesn't just love this kit, the current paper pumpkin kit. So, tell me, yes, Bev, order me one. I've got a list going, and I'll get them all, and then you can come and you can either Venmo me or you come over and pick it up and pay me, whatever you want. That's the least of our worries, is get the payment part. So, yes, I love those black dots. So look at this, guys. Look at this. Now I just have to line the inside. I've got 3 done already. I'm going to finish the rest now. But it's so easy. Everybody's loving it. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Julia. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Pam. Okay. Any questions before I dart off into my life of busyness? None? Yeah, Diane, this is a U card because it's super, super simple, yet it's elegant like your little self. I think you'll really like it. Now, don't get stuck on the Harlequin thing. You don't have to do that. You can use any of the shimmer papers at all, the silver, any of them. It's just get your DSPs out, cut them the sizes I told you, and watch this replay again if you need to, and go for it. It's so much fun and easy and quick. I know, Diane, everybody loves this month's paper pumpkin. For the first time, mine is gone. Mine is empty. I used it all for so many different cards. Thank yous, birthdays, thinking of you, get wells, everything. I had so many to send out and I used my whole kit. But I opened up my cards and I cut them in half because I had so many to send out. So I got double. Yeah, double. And couldn't use, ran out of envelopes of the beautiful ones, but you can just use the clear and it's just still gorgeous. Hi, Diane from North Carolina. Welcome. Thanks for coming. Okay, you guys, remember, this is Sarah's idea. You take it and run with it like I did, and we will see you on Sunday. Stay cool. That's right, Debbie. Stay cool. All right. See you later. Bye-bye.